I will also send you back all the back
We're not
ones.
giving you a grade.
That's okay, thank you. I'm just like, I'm afraid they're going to be like, don't sponsor her. You can also sponsor me and not get emails. Oh, shit. Don't put this shit in my mailbox.
But I think you gotta watch Bruce really close, because I think he is giving you a grade. I'm not sure.
You didn't spell check too. What? And these have no titles because they're drafts. For the most part, I think maybe one has a title. Charlie Newman would love them. They have no title. Maybe they never will. Lie in a bed of straw, a bed of stars, a bed of nails. As you choose, so be it. The ticks and tickles, tricks and turtles will greet you with song and spangles. Let your hair down. Let it loose. Let it go anywhere it wishes. As waves lap against the brain and the sun that sets. Was it straw or nails last night? Or maybe feathers from a golden goose or a white hen who gave her life to the soup pot? Delicious how noodles float, and loquacious is the cook as she stirs the pot of dreams, babbling about dandelions and daffodils. Remember, it's spring, and there's a balloon man. He's coming by tomorrow with a shuttle for your loom, and the yarn woman is loosening her threads, spinning your thoughts for a new blanket for your bed. Your bed that you made yesterday from birch twigs and holly leaves. Such torture and languish you think you deserve, but you'll learn that your dreams are soft and salient scented like grass. Let it go and build another out of silk and water and sink into sleep and wonder. This is yesterday's poem. I got my nails done, and they're turquoise blue, and they have little sparkles on them. And that's where this poem came from. To make a star, mix turquoise blue and Madison pink in a glass jar with a black lid. Whisper through a Turkish grill carved with 6 pointed hexagrams and topped with onion domes. Each layer of an onion is a universe. On another tangent, your body holds the dust of an ancient particle that flew across space and somehow landed in your mother's womb. The spell you whisper must include words like polyphony and panoply, zenith and azimuth. Set the jar behind a decrepit barn that once was painted bright red, whose door hangs ajar. Walk to the east, past the oaks to the cottonwoods that hang over the river. Cup your hands. Gather the flecks of sunlight that ripple over the surface. Return to the barn, but make your steps take days, years if you can. The slower you make progress, the brighter your star will be. Let the sparkles fall from your fingers to the ground around the bottle. Wait for night. Look up and admire your handiwork. This one has a title, In Case of Disappearance. Keep a house of words in your chest, so you can walk through the rooms, switch on a lamp or light a candle, and read the walls, the floors, every ceiling covered in stories. In the long hours of silence, steam off the wallpaper and lift every floorboard. Rebuild the house to tell another tale. Give music for another song. Leave behind bits of yourself. A lock of hair in the flour to get baked in the bread. An eyelash in a drawer with blank envelopes and stamps. Place your breath in the cupboards behind the bowls so each morning the breakfast will bring your being back to the family who knows not where in the world you have gone. Bring along photographs of yourself in happier times, when your face is full, smiling. Litter them in the cells, the hallways, and tuck them into the clothes of others you meet. Maybe when a son comes looking for you, he will find one and forget about your torture, your longing, your how hard it is to become invisible, even when there are those assisting you, who remove you, hide you, silence you. Even if you want to disappear, there are always those left behind. A curl of your hair in their hands, with envelopes full of the past, searching, even though they know you are magic. You are gone. You are no longer you. This is my last draft poem. The child practices her cursive, making her fingers into clay around her yellow pencil, tip as sharp as the darts her brothers throw in the basement below her. She repeats silently, lightly, 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 loop, line, double loop, hoop, line, loop, dip, loop, loop, dash, dot, again. She practices pirouettes in the yard, her bare feet lifting the grass as her brothers climb trees, throw hard yellow apples. Turn, lift, leg, point toe to knee, arms spread, arms arced, in and out, turn, again. She practices braiding her doll's silken hair, each yellow strand bending over and over and tied with a string. She makes bows and ribbons and laces to fold over and tighten. She turns knives in the butter, sweep and out. She twists doorknobs and toothpaste tubes. She learns to dive into water, arms forward, head tucked, fingers straight, legs straight, back straight, and in with a small splash, while her brothers muddle and flounder, let dogs loose, bruise each other's bellies, make a mess, make a rumpus, make a little girl wonder. She practices her life, her twirls and leaps, her commas and comas, the way she'll look kissing a boy, the way she'll look under a veil. She looks at her brothers and wonders what in the world they practice. Okay, these are my last two. I saw a picture of a human cannonball in Atlantic City, New Jersey, and like they built these huge stands on the piers, and then this guy like launched over a series of piers and over the people in the stands, and somehow a photographer in the 1940s caught this guy like there over the stand. It's pretty amazing. So this is the human cannonball. The human cannonball amazes with his quotes on kingdoms pulled deep from his memory. His childhood was all tenements. Humans stuffed like exotic antelope on exhibit, and explosive scents like paprika and sweat. His world was blamed tea and abandonment. Every boiling pot showed the ghosts of his father and the mice his mother drowned in the sink. She calmed him with spoonfuls of gunpowder, mistaken for sugar or silence. It tasted like lofty skies and flying. He asked for more, elbowing his sister and brother away from the table. All summer he sweated the smell of ammunition and grew afraid of matches and the cook stove fire. He jumped from ever taller surfaces, the other boys hooting like owls and craning their necks to follow him. He learned to roll when he missed soft landings, dreamed of feathers and capes and streamers. He taught his sister to sew sheets to catch him, his brother to safely light fuses. He saved for a second-hand cannon and a train painted red and gold. Every time he flies over the crowd, he sees his mother's face, imagines himself leaping over headlines of war, and waves at girls wearing white lace dresses, every flight higher and higher. This is my last one.
Okay. That's a good, you had a good run. I like some of the
I feel like I'm breaking the rules by not asking, am I done yet? And everybody's
Well,
saying two more.
you know the rules though. You announced when you had 2 poems left.
Yeah.
But instead of asking how much time left, I'm going to tell you you got time for 2 more. That's what I always say.
Yeah. So I kind of broke this by now.
But you're one of the people who's guest host with this show, so you know how to do this.
Oh, that's right. That was so obnoxious. I
No, you've been so busy.
I know,
Hard
I
enough to
have
get you
been.
a
These fucking 30-30s are killing me. God. I wrote my poem early today. I already sent it out. It was terribly depressing, but it's out. Now I have to put it out tomorrow.
You know, a few weeks ago I announced that I was waiting for Kristin to come and feature the show because I really needed to hear Kristin LaTour say the word fuck over and over again. And I got my wish tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yay! Charlie's like here. Sorry. You'll have to let him know that I got some of this for him. Fuck you, Charlie. That's okay. He's picking up his wife. His lovely wife. He needs a wife. That is a man who needs a wife. Oh, God.
And there are 2 other women besides his wife who prove that.
All right. This is a weird poem. This came from a dream. This is a dream poem. Yeah. You guys will, yeah. Marrying into a coven isn't advised. Since your mother-in-law might ask you to flay a baby, dip its legs in flour, then egg, then flour again, season with salt and pepper, and fry in canola until crisp. She will hum if you ask whose it is, where it came from. Your father-in-law may request that you rest in the rafters with him, legs dangling, and sing wordless songs into the dust, chew the old wood, shove splinters into your shoes as protection against pitchforks, pistols, and fire. You may find your husband's sisters have stolen 1 or maybe 2 of your teeth while you slept with your mouth agape, your arm around your husband's waist, which meant they leaned over him, rested their arms on his chest, naked and warm, breathing. You will bring home a pet before you have a baby, but each will go missing after you've left for something simple like milk or paper and come back to find the front door open, even though you locked it, latched it, whispering the words your husband told you would keep you safe, but he's nowhere now. The worst is the relatives that come back from the dead, some afterlife they never visit, from under the dirt of the basement, behind the cracks in the old stone walls, their bones creaking and cracking, teeth loose and looking like yours, their breath always cold and wanting to hug you, hold you, know if you are carrying their future generations in your hidden places. No matter what spells he cast on you about love, about the tingling, how the tingling in your chest is magic, and the touch of your fingers laced in his is an unending bond. You need to find your own leather book, Translate the pages of runes into something that can save you. Take your golden eggs, escape the garden, release all the dogs, and run.